Previously on Simselor, the group dates turned up the heat as Rowen got cozy with more than one contestant. Sparks flew during karaoke night and tensions rose across the board. From flirty duets to unexpected kisses, emotions ran high. And just when things couldn't get more complicated, an old flame walked through the door. Abigail. Now, the fun and games are over. This week on Simselor, the rose ceremony looms, and 2 women will be sent home. With the stakes rising and hearts on the line, Rowen begins one-on-one dates, where real connections will either deepen or fall apart. Let the true test of love begin. As the tension builds, the women stand in a line, each trying to keep their composure. Randi's jaw is tight, her eyes flicking toward Rowen, trying to read his expression. Willow shifts uncomfortably, her hands clasped in front of her. Daniela stares straight ahead, but the nerves are written all over her face. Next to them, Casey bites her lip, silently bracing herself. Phoenix keeps her arms crossed, playing it cool, though her eyes say otherwise. Katrina stands tall, but even she can't hide the slight tremble in her fingers. Rowen stands just a few feet away, his heart pounding as he looks at the women in front of him. Each one means something different to him, and the weight of the decision is heavier than he expected. His palms are sweaty, his chest tight. He knows he can only give out 4 roses tonight, and the thought of disappointing 2 of them is already eating at him. Rowen takes a deep breath, steadying himself before stepping forward. His eyes find Casey's, and a soft smile plays on his lips as he approaches her. "Casey," he says, voice low but certain. "Every time we talk, I feel like I get to see a little more of the amazing person you are. I'd really like to keep getting to know you." He holds out the rose. "Will you accept this rose?" Casey smiles, her eyes lighting up. "Of course I will." Rowen approaches Randi, his pace a little slower, like he's savoring the moment. His eyes find hers, and everything else seems to fade away for just a second. "Randi," he says quietly, "there's something about you I can't quite explain. It's not just how easy it is to be around you. It's how I feel when I am. Like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be." He holds out the rose, his voice steady but soft. "Will you accept this rose?" Randi's eyes shine as she takes it, her smile full of emotion. "Yes, I will." Next, Rowen turns to Katrina, a warm smile tugging at his lips. "Katrina," he begins, "you bring this lightness with you, this fun, playful energy that makes everything feel less heavy. I really enjoy being around you." He extends the rose toward her. "Will you accept this rose?" Katrina grins, her eyes bright. "Of course I will." 3 roses down, and only 1 remains. The camera lingers on Daniela, Willow, and Phoenix, each standing a little straighter, hearts racing. Daniela swallows hard, trying to mask her nerves. Willow shifts from foot to foot, casting quick glances at the others. Phoenix keeps her head high, but her jaw tightens ever so slightly. 1 of them will stay. 2 will be going home. Rowen turned to face the final 3 women, the weight of his next choice heavy in his chest. His eyes met Phoenix's, and something seemed to settle in him. He stepped forward and took a breath. "Phoenix, there's something about you that always catches me off guard, in the best way. I never know what you're going to say next, and I mean that as the highest compliment." He smiled, a little softer now. "I'd really like to keep getting to know you." Then, holding out the rose, he asked gently, "Will you accept this rose?" Phoenix's expression lit up as she stepped forward and said, "Of course." Rowen looked at the 2 remaining women, Willow and Daniela, his expression tender but pained. He stepped closer, hands clasped, searching for the right words. "This is the hardest part," he said quietly. "Both of you are incredible women, and I've truly enjoyed the moments we've shared." Willow took a deep breath, then shrugged with a grin. "No hard feelings, Rowen. It's been fun," she said, her tone light and unbothered. Daniela crossed her arms and shot Rowen a pointed look. "Well, I guess I wasn't the one who got to kiss you, huh?" she said with a sharp, cheeky smile. "Good luck with all these girls fighting for your attention." With Willow and Daniela sent home, the competition has intensified. Now it's time for Phoenix, Randi, Katrina, and Casey to step up and take Rowen on their individual dates. Each of them will get the chance to showcase their connection with Rowen in a more personal setting. No distractions, just one-on-one time to make a lasting impression. Who will rise to the occasion, and who might struggle to make a deeper connection? The journey to the final two is heating up, and the stakes have never been higher. First up, Casey has the chance to show Rowen a more laid-back side of her as they head to a local bowling alley. The mood is light, the sound of pins crashing fills the air, and it's the perfect opportunity for Rowen and Casey to bond over some friendly competition. As they lace up their shoes and grab their balls, Casey smiles at Rowen, her playful energy lighting up the room. "I hope you're ready to lose," she teases, rolling her eyes dramatically. Rowen grins, confident but not too cocky. "We'll see about that," he replies, clearly enjoying the playful banter. As Casey takes her first roll, she throws the ball with a bit too much enthusiasm, her feet sliding out from under her. In an instant, she stumbles, letting out a surprised laugh as she crashes into the lane, her hands landing awkwardly on the polished floor. Rowen, caught off guard but quick to react, rushes to her side, offering a hand to help her up. "You okay?" he asks, trying to stifle his laughter, but the grin tugging at his lips betrays his amusement. Casey, still chuckling, looks up at him with a teasing grin. "Just getting the dramatic fall out of the way early," she jokes, brushing herself off like nothing happened. "I'm not a professional bowler yet, apparently." Feeling confident after Casey's fall, Rowen steps up to the lane with a determined grin. He adjusts his stance, focusing on the ball in his hands as if preparing for the perfect shot. It glides effortlessly toward the pins, until, out of nowhere, he loses his balance mid-step. In an instant, Rowen slips and crashes flat on his back, his arms flailing in the air as he lands with an unceremonious thud. Rowen winces as he slowly straightens up, rubbing his lower back with a grimace. Seriously, every time I try to be athletic," he mumbles to himself, shaking his head. "It's like my back has a personal vendetta against me." He glances over at Casey, who's still laughing, and gives her an exaggerated pout. "I might need a massage after this," he adds with a chuckle, though the pain is clear on his face. Casey raises an eyebrow, smirking. "You sure you're not just using this as an excuse to get me to pamper you?" Rowen grins, trying to play it cool despite the discomfort. "Hey, whatever works," he says with a wink. As their time together winds down, Casey leans in close, her voice playful but laced with meaning. "I hope the rest of your dates go well, but not too well," she teases, giving him a little wink. Rowen laughs under his breath, feeling that familiar pull toward her as she squeezes his hand before heading out. Next up, Randi is taking Rowen on a quiet, intimate date at a cozy coffee bookshop, the perfect setting for their shared passion for intellectual pursuits. Rowen and Randi found a quiet corner in the cozy library cafe, sunlight streaming through tall windows and the scent of old books hanging in the air. They laughed over coffee, talking about the books that shaped them, Randi lighting up as she described a novel that changed her life. Rowen leaned closer, clearly hanging on to every word. "You're incredible," he said quietly, almost like he hadn't meant to say it out loud. Randi just smiled, a soft blush touching her cheeks. Later, they sat side by side, Rowen lounging on a worn leather couch while Randi curled into a nearby armchair. Books rested in their laps, but neither was truly reading. Their eyes kept drifting up to meet, trading shy, lingering smiles across the small space between them. At one point, Randi stretched her leg out and nudged his knee playfully with her foot. "You're not even reading," she teased in a whisper. Rowen chuckled, his voice low and warm. "Neither are you." The space between them crackled, the air thick with a tension that neither could ignore. Every glance, every playful touch seemed to pull them closer, as if the rest of the world had fallen away. And then, as natural as breathing, they met halfway, their mouths crashing together in a kiss that was anything but shy. It was heated, hungry, weeks of bottled-up emotion and chemistry finally breaking free. The kind of kiss that made you forget your own name. They pulled apart just long enough to exchange a breathless, giddy look. Without a word, they both scrambled to gather their forgotten books, hands fumbling and bumping into each other, laughing quietly. The air between them crackled, warm, charged, electric. Finally, Randi closed her book softly and leaned closer, her voice dropping to a near whisper. "Maybe we should find somewhere a little more private? Rowen didn't hesitate or second-guess himself. Leading with his heart and the passion he was feeling, he grabbed her hand and led her away. Somehow, without even thinking, they ended up in the tiny, dimly lit employee bathroom tucked behind the coffee shop. Towels clutched around them, water still dripping from the hurried shower they'd just shared. They leaned against the cool tile wall, breathless and laughing between kisses. Randi cupped his face, her forehead resting against his. "Are you sure about this?" she whispered, voice shaking just slightly. Rowen smiled, brushing a strand of wet hair from her cheek. "I've never been more sure about anything," he murmured, before pulling her back into a deep, hungry kiss. "That was intense," Rowen muttered, half smiling, shaking his head as if trying to fight off the thrill that surged through him. Randi's gaze met his, the playful twinkle in her eyes telling him she felt exactly the same. "Are you regretting it?" she teased, stepping closer, their shoulders brushing. He chuckled, his tone light but serious. "No, not even close." Next time on Simselor, things definitely heated up quickly on Rowen's date with Randi. Next time, he hits the beach with Phoenix for some fun in the sun, and then a hilarious night of stand-up comedy with Katrina. How will these dates go? Stay tuned to find out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content.